My name is Allison Baldwin, and I would like to invite you to my book launch. My husband Steve and I serve with Create International, a ministry that produces films and trains workers to make the gospel of Jesus known to every unreached people group. For the last few years, I've worked with the founders of Create, Calvin and Carol Conkey, to write a book chronicling their call to missions and start of the ministry. Their vision was to create media in the language and culture of each unreached people group so that everyone could see and hear the gospel for themselves. Imagine having this dream 30 years ago when video was prohibitively expensive and the internet didn't exist. It was an impossible dream.
Hello, I'm Todd Johnson, and I'm co-director of the Center for the Study of Global Christianity, which is at Gordon Conwell Theological Seminary, just north of Boston in the United States. And I am really excited to tell you about this book, The Impossible Dream, by Calvin and Carol Conkey with Allison Baldwin. I've known the Conkeys for nearly 40 years and Allison for more than 10 years. And I am really excited about this book. I wrote an endorsement in the book, and what I said there is that this book is a remarkable portrayal of stories that illustrate the two most important features of Christian mission. First, that it includes all peoples, and second, that the gospel it preaches finds its home in every culture it encounters. These authors, a couple expertly trained in communications and anthropology, yet humble and adaptable, present a contextualized gospel to millions previously without hope. Now, there's two things in what I wrote. One is that it includes all peoples. And the Conkeys, and this story you'll read in the book, tells you how they doggedly kept to trying to focus on peoples that had previously not encountered the gospel. And that in itself is worth reading the book, because not many people actually are able to do that. And then secondly, as they encountered these new peoples and as they began to prepare media for them, they really listened to the people in these cultures, and they researched carefully the cultures of the people so that when they presented the gospel, it was done so in a contextual fashion. And there's probably nothing more important than that in taking the gospel into new situations. And I would commend them for the story, for listening, for having such great examples of what it means to preach the gospel in new situations, and for their commitment to peoples who have never heard of Jesus before. It's really a wonderful story, and it's an ongoing story. And so there's much to learn if you're in this business or you want to get involved in it. This is an excellent book to begin your quest. The Impossible Dream by Calvin and Carol Conkey with Allison Baldwin. Thank you.
Come join Tricia Johnson and me on April 25th from 7 to 8 p.m. to hear the story of how God made this impossible dream a reality. Your faith will be encouraged by God's provision and creativity.